How's everybody doing? Today we are going to be playing some arena, trying to get to top 1200 players before the season ends. But I'm also pretty excited about Bloomburrow, and so I was looking through cards that are going to be maybe relevant coming out soon. Otters is a subtype, and I found this elusive otter, which looked like it could be fun to build a deck around. It has prowess, creatures with power less than the otter cannot block it. And you can use the other side to put +1 counters on your creatures. And so that combos pretty well with the Gold Vein Hydra. And as this gets bigger, you get even more treasure tokens. And this is also obviously just strong on its own. But I'm hoping that we can beef up our otter so that they can't block it and we can chip away. And then I built this deck very defensively against red, white, and red decks, which are kind of taking over the meta at the top of the ladder right now. So wanted to make sure we had our deck ready to play against that as well. Now Bloomburrow comes out tomorrow, and the otters in that set are actually red and blue, which is a bummer because this one is such a cool otter and is green blue. So maybe you could pull those together and somehow do a 3-color otter deck, but it might be a bit of a stretch. Still, this is a decent hand. We have our Hydra, some good lands, so I think we should be fine. Let's try and figure out what they're playing. I'm guessing red or red-white. Sometimes people are playing this black deck right now too. Okay, they're playing their poison deck. So this is toxic. They play a lot of toxic creatures and try and kill you that way. So let's just get started. I'm probably going to play out Bristly Bill so he can start growing our creatures. If he grows our Hydra, that just means more treasures for us. And then later we'll be countering something as well. So we kind of want to play a little slower than they do. They like to get a lot of their toxic counters on and scale pretty fast from there. So we have green, blue. Let's play another blue, and we'll bring out Bristly Bill. We can at least block these small ones. I guess we could block this guy too. Green, white, toxic. Okay. So we can play a land down. I think we'll do this coast just to keep things open. Put a counter on our own guy, and then I think we need to bring out the Hydra as a blocker so that we don't get too much poison on us. We'll put 2 down. Now he's a 2/2 with Vigilance. I don't think they would block, and if they do, I would still kill one of their creatures and get some treasures out of it. So no harm in attacking. I bet they'll let it through. Let's see, they're thinking. They were really not sure. It's because when you play a deck that is not like in the meta, people don't always know how to react to your plays. So they're really spending their time thinking about it. Now 10, it's going to be pretty easy for them to get to 10. We got to be pretty careful. Oh my gosh, another hive. Oh no. So in some ways, we almost have to rush to kill them before they can kill us. Oh, okay, no attacks. Fantastic news. Let's see. They have... if we play a land, we can put a +1 counter on somebody. This guy has trample. This can add some +1 counters on them as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think we're going to try and make our Hydra strong and swing in with it. There's one. And this can help us draw some cards as well. So let's go all in on this Hydra. He's a 5/5. Attack with the Hydra. Let's let them respond. Okay, some good damage. Draw some cards. Still no Otter? I mean, come on, play the Otter deck. I need our friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 toxic on their board, but only 2 mana, so maybe we're doing okay because of that. Okay, they're attacking. When this dies, it creates another one, so we don't want to kill that one. So we'll block this one, and I'll block the main guy. Hopefully they don't have any combat tricks. Let's see what happens. We're still going to get 2 toxic. We'll be at 3. Okay, we get a clue. So they have no blockers. We are at 5. So theoretically, if we can strengthen this guy up enough, 3 mana, he could be a 7/7. We'd have 2 mana left, so that's about it. If we don't block, they could do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could be pretty high on that, so we could return something to their hand. Let's do this again. Attack with this. Draw 2 cards. And surveil and draw. We don't need this. Fading Hope. Pretty strong, but we're out of mana. Okay, there's 1 win. I feel bad because our Otter didn't come out at all, so I think that means we need to play another game. At least we won, especially against one of the decks I wasn't building my deck around to counter. So that's good news. We are able to deal with the toxic. He also only got 2 lands the whole time, so that could be one of the reasons why as well. Okay, so if you look at this hand, you might think, oh no, you have to mulligan. You only have 2 lands and many blue spells. But we have the Hydra. If this dies, we get a treasure, which we can use for any color, and then could draw. We're going to be able to draw into a island. So this is fine. A bit slow, so okay, they're playing classic red. So one of the reasons we have essence scatter. Okay, good. We got our colors that we need. So I'm just going to leave this turn, and we're going to counter their next creature spell. I'm going to miss this when it rotates out because it's very good against these decks. Okay, I hope he plays a creature. If he doesn't, we can always just consider. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's going to attack. Okay. Usually they play like all these haste creatures. I'm kind of surprised they are not doing that. We're also going to be able to counter their spells and hopefully beef up our Hydra. The question is just going to be, when do we play the Hydra? How early? How big do we want it to be? Okay, we have a blue land on top. Honestly, we'll take it. I think we need to play the Hydra early because their deck is going to be so fast. Trash the town. Pretty good. We could bring out our Hydra for 2. And then it will probably die. I'm also tempted just to wait. Oh, it kind of hurts, but if they didn't play a creature last time, they're probably going to play one this time. If we counter it, it'll use up 2 of their mana. They'll only have 1 mana left to buff their monastery, so I don't think he'll be too big. But yeah, it's a bit of a gamble. Okay. Play a 2 mana creature. You can do it. Oh no! we were wrong. Oh man. This is bad. Yes. Uh-huh. Not good. And it's got menace, so oof. This is tough. Play our land. We could play our otter. And our hydra at 2. Might as well swing. Okay. Things are going downhill very fast for us. We could block, we'll get some treasures, but we have no more creatures. 6/5 menace, trample. Uh-oh. I think we're dead. Oh! So, I mean, obviously, I made a bad call. I thought they were going to play at least one more creature, like the flying one that they play all the time, or something else, but who knows? Okay, we'll do one last game with this otter deck, and then hopefully everybody's going to be having a wonderful pre-release day tomorrow with Bloomburrow coming out. I think it's going to be really fun. Alright, let's give this a shot, because at least we got our otter on turn 1. It's what we love to see. 2 blue. They're playing a slower deck. Good news for us. So we have 3 mana. We could put 2 +1 counters on the otter, or we can bring out the hydra. I think we just have a hard time with mana, so let's do this. Get some damage out. And yeah, we could use this to counter a spell on their next turn and make our hydra stronger. So that is such a nice combo. More lands. So let's go ahead and swing, and we're going to be focusing on countering a spell on their turn. Hopefully they play something really good using all their mana. Uh-oh, they're not playing anything. So we could, because we have 2 of these, it could be worth just buffing up our hydra anyways, or we could draw. I think we'll go for the draw. See if they do anything. I mean, they might have a Wandering Emperor. Okay. Create some treasures. Get a clue. Put 2 of these into our hand. I like this guy a lot. I love that emote. I guess we're playing slow. We will play the Bill. And then we'll play this to put a +1 counter on our otter. So now our otter can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less. And we could put even more counters on the otter. Leave 2 up to counter a spell. We can leave, yeah, let's do that. So we'll put 2 counters on our otter. prowess triggers. Okay. Next, can attack with our unblockable otter. There we go, and end turn. We can counter this, whatever we want to do. Still not sure what their strategy is. I guess they could do... oh, nice. Okay, so Flying Lifelink, Archangel of Wrath. We will just counterspell unless they play mana equal to greatest power, which is 4. We'll counter it and go to my turn. 4, 5, 6. Put another +1 counter on this. We're at 7. If we play a spell, our prowess will go off, and oh, don't have enough mana for that. We can play this at 4. Put these counters on. 12 damage. There we go. Another victory, and I'm happy we got our otter that time. That was pretty good. I'm not really sure what their deck was going for, to be honest. I mean, big angels. This is a nice land, but yeah, I wasn't sure what deck they're playing. So that's it, guys. I hope you have a wonderful time for Bloomburrow, and hope you enjoyed watching the video.